My name is Karen Neov, and I'm part of the strategy and planning team at PagerDuty. I'm really excited to chat with y'all today. Thanks so much for the invite. I've been with PagerDuty for nearly 4 years, and I bring 12 years of overall experience in recruiting, talent marketing, and culture, primarily within high growth technology companies. I majored in media studies at the University of Virginia, and after a few stints in sports media, I found a passion in helping companies build diverse, high performing teams and creating workplaces where great people actually want to work. I'm originally from Washington, D.C., well, truly Virginia. I now live in Atlanta, Georgia with my husband, our two toddlers, and our very needy rescue chug Dex. For those who might not know, a chug is a Chihuahua pug mix. So there you go. You've already learned something new from my talk. I'm thrilled to be here today to share a bit about PagerDuty's journey in fostering a culture of global belonging. As a global leader in digital operations management, we've been recognized as a top inspiring workplace for 3 consecutive years. Before I jump into their topic, I want to help you answer a couple questions that might have already popped into your head, like what is PagerDuty? What is digital operations management? Great questions. I had the same questions when I first applied. So imagine you're settling in for a cozy movie night when suddenly your streaming service crashes. So frustrating, right? Now imagine that instead of your movie, it's a hospital's patient record system going dark or an airline's booking platform during peak travel season failing. That's where PagerDuty comes in. The PagerDuty Operations Cloud harnesses AI to help teams detect issues instantly, respond rapidly, and learn continuously. It's like giving companies a crystal ball and a magic wand for their digital operations. My focus here is culture, talent marketing, and strategy and planning. So today, I'm going to walk you through how we've cultivated a culture of belonging across our global teams through intentional, values-driven strategies. Whew, that sounds so serious. Don't worry, I'll break it all down. I know when I attend talks like this, I'm looking for proven tactics that I can try out. So I'll do my best to provide actionable takeaways. I'm also going to pop questions in to help you think about your own organizations. But let me start by saying that we're constantly learning, iterating, and improving. What works for us today might not work for you. It might not work for us in 5 years. We're always evolving alongside our business and employees' needs. Also, a disclaimer to say that we're a 1,200 person company with a seasoned and robust people team. The information I'm presenting today represents the work of many people and teams that we're so lucky to have at PagerDuty. All right, let's dive right in. First, I want to talk about our values and culture. At PagerDuty, our culture is built on 5 core values: champion the customer, take the lead, run together, act and own, and bring yourself. These have been our values since 2019. We've been a company since 2009, and they are the glue that holds us together and guides our daily work. Our CEO, Jennifer Tejada, often says, actions shout, words whisper. Our values aren't just words. We hold ourselves accountable to them in how we operate our business. We use the V2 MOM structure for annual planning, where that stands for vision, values, methods, obstacles, metrics, where all goals must tie back to our values. The values also pop up throughout our entire employee lifecycle, from interviewing performance evaluations to recognition. Our Bring Yourself value really encapsulates today's topic of fostering global belonging. We bring that value to life early on in the employee journey by inviting offer in hand candidates to set up a non evaluative conversation with a member of any of our employee resource groups before they even join. Making a career change is a huge decision, especially for candidates that may have felt marginalized in previous workplaces due to their identity. At PagerDuty, we aim to provide ample information about the Dutonian experience. We want anyone accepting an offer here to feel that they're excited and not stressed. Speaking with an ERG member provides an opportunity for the candidate to gain insights into PagerDuty's culture and values from a current employee's perspective, allows them to ask questions about our ID&E initiatives, and it gives them an understanding of how ERGs support employees and foster a sense of community and belonging. We've seen a 100% conversion to hire rate in the candidates that have taken advantage of this opportunity since we launched the initiative 4 months ago. So I'd ask you, how are your core values integrated into your culture? How do you hold your leaders and your employees accountable to them? Let's dive into a few more examples. We use storytelling to highlight behaviors that exemplify our values, strengthening our company culture across our global employee base. This storytelling appears in our internal communications, like our monthly all company town halls and weekly newsletter, as a framework to share project and product updates, as well as more casually in everyday conversations. Our values give us a shared language and identity. Though they're only 2 or 3 words each, they carry deep meaning for us. We have a profound understanding, appreciation, and pride in what each value stands for. One of our top priorities right now is operational excellence. To achieve that, we need clear standards and norms for how we work. Clear is kind. People want to know what is expected of them. When we fully understand what we're doing and why, and align it with our values as guiding principles, we can scale more effectively. To support this, we recently launched the Getting Work Done Playbook, a comprehensive resource with information and templates designed to help employees put this guidance into action. The playbook is a compilation of our practices and norms, made explicit and accessible to all Dutonians. It's a valuable resource for onboarding new hires effectively and enabling our current employee base, resulting in faster ramp times and year-over-year improvements in our employees' overall sentiment about how we get work done, which we measure in our engagement surveys. So all of these kind of programs and actions we take, they're almost always directly correlated to what our employees are telling us in those engagement surveys. So we've embedded the Getting Work Done playbook in many employee programs to ensure its value. Here are 2 key examples. So one is an internal video series featuring employees from various departments and locations, sharing how their specific teams apply the playbook. So the norms, the best practices, the expectations, how they're applying that in their day-to-day work and what the results are. 2, we partnered with Culture Partners to certify a diverse group of PagerDuty culture ambassadors. This group spans a wide variety of departments, tenures, and roles, ensuring we have individuals embedded within the company who help hold us accountable to the best practices set in the playbook and aligned with our values. These initiatives help reinforce the playbook's principles and ensure they're integrated into our daily operations across the organization. So I'd ask you, what are you doing to ensure your employees have clear expectations? So, back into a few more fun examples. A fun and unique example of our values in action is the PagerDuty Champions Club. This is an annual all expenses paid trip to an exciting destination with other champions and executives. It is the highest recognition of achievement for an employee. While many organizations have similar programs like Achievers Club or President's Circle, these are often reserved for the sales team. At PagerDuty, we recognize that it takes a village. We extend club qualification to employees in every single department and invite champions to bring a +1, acknowledging the often invisible support of the most important people in their lives. Champions are high achievers who exemplify our core values in their actions, behaviors, and results. I was fortunate to win this year and got to take my husband to Maui. And let me tell you, it was a huge motivator. But recognition at PagerDuty doesn't stop there. We have quarterly standing ovation awards, as we call them, and these are directly aligned with our values as well. These include team awards, innovation awards, and behind the scenes recognition, for example. We also have a tool called AwardCo for peer-to-peer recognition. Anyone can give a shout out to a colleague, highlighting which values they demonstrated. These shout outs are shared on our PD Recognized Slack channel, fostering a culture of appreciation across the company. At PagerDuty, we believe recognition should be multifaceted and inclusive. We're constantly exploring new ways to celebrate our values and strengthen our sense of global belonging through recognition. All right, the next topic I want to talk about is globalization. As I mentioned earlier, I'm based in Atlanta, but we actually have 8 hiring hubs around the world: Atlanta, Lisbon, London, San Francisco, Santiago, Sydney, Tokyo, and Toronto. On any given day, I could be collaborating with a colleague from any one of these cities, and often multiple. This global collaboration is a huge benefit to both the organization and individual employees. It helps us broaden our global perspective, better serve our diverse customers, and grow personally and professionally. Lisbon, Tokyo, and Santiago are our newest hubs, added within the last 3 years. While we communicate and do business in English as an organization, we are very conscious of the fact that for many of our employees, English is not their first language. We have a newer affinity group called Lingo Duty to advocate for this experience and help us better communicate with each other. Lingo Duty is committed to breaking down language barriers for non native English speakers and Dutonians, including those with dyslexia or other language related challenges. They aim to foster inclusivity through comprehensive training programs and awareness campaigns, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their linguistic background, access, or origin, feels a sense of belonging. A key part of their approach involves partnering with allies, drawing on their expertise to enhance their training and education efforts. And these collaborations enable them to equip Dutonians with the skills needed to overcome language challenges and succeed on their own terms. Currently, we have 76 members registered. All right, next, I want to talk about our hybrid environment. I know this is a hot topic right now. So, at PagerDuty, we understand that flexibility is key in today's work environment. Like I said earlier, I'm a working mom, I have two toddlers. Life is hectic, and I feel that we have the perfect balance here, honestly. So we've optimized our hybrid work experience to where our offices are functional collaborative hubs for in-person work, while remote work remains a valuable asynchronous environment. This approach reflects the global ecosystem that we support and ensures that all Dutonians feel connected to our culture and our customers. So I'd ask you, are you an in-person, hybrid, or remote environment? And do you know why? We learned from our engagement survey, like I said, we love to make decisions based off employee feedback. So we learned from that survey that while employees do love the flexibility of hybrid, they also wanted opportunities to get together intentionally. To complement our hybrid model, we host pop-up events designed to reach employees who may not be within regular commuting distance to one of our hubs, but really value those in-person interactions. Pop-up events happen in our 8 hiring hubs, as well as cities where we have a significant number of employees working remotely. Pop-up events include a full day of programming, including team building exercises, professional development workshops, and social volunteering activities usually. 100% of participants found value and would be excited to do it again. In 2023, we hosted 12 pop-up events across the globe, reaching more than 500 Dutonians, and we're on track to do it again. To reach even more employees, we recently launched a pop-in program, which is where we provide a small budget for Dutonians working remotely in non-hub cities to self-organize in-person events like volunteering or dinner out. While our team is incredibly productive working distributed and asynchronously, we've found that there really is no substitute for in person time together when it comes to building connections. So, in addition to the pop up and pop in programs, each person at PagerDuty has an opportunity to gather with their team at least once a year for an offsite. We maximize the time together by doing high impact work, training, and of course, social team building activities that are so important and most effective in person. So I'd ask you, do you host team offsites and what do your employees value most about them? I've had the opportunity to attend offsites in Atlanta and Toronto, spending time with colleagues from 5 different countries, and it's always the best week of the year. We're always looking for new ways to bring people together, and I hope some of those ideas help you. We can't have a conversation about global belonging without talking about the incredible work of our employee resource groups, or ERGs. Our 8 employee run ERGs are at the heart of our inclusion, diversity, and equity strategy. Over a third of our employees are part of one. They promote global engagement and belonging through education, awareness, and celebration. Personally, I am part of Illuminate, our ERG for Asian and Pacific Islanders, and Sister Duty, our ERG for women and caregivers. Through these ERGs, I have helped plan Heritage Months, educate my peers, and raise money for nonprofit organizations that I care about. Plus, I've had the opportunity to meet people from all over the business that I otherwise wouldn't have interacted with, which has been a great learning experience and a great way to build stronger relationships. So, I'd ask you, what value do ERGs provide to your organization and what kind of support are they given? At PagerDuty, each ARG has a unique purpose and mission statement. They also have unique activations that they put on throughout the year for their members, broader PagerDuty, and even beyond PagerDuty sometimes. Notably, RISE and Jutonienses are ERGs for Black and Brown and Latino employees, respectively, collaborate annually on a Raychella, a multi day in person gathering for professional development, open dialogue around identity and belonging, and connection with colleagues. All talks and workshops are recorded, so Dutonians company wide can benefit. But that's not all. We recently expanded our discussions around global belonging with an external public offering. Earlier this year, we introduced Array Chat, a webinar focused on exploring the importance of cultivating connection and belonging in a hybrid and distributed workplace. Our inaugural Array Chat event brought together internal and external leaders for a thought provoking discussion. And we're excited to continue iterating on this format where we open up these important conversations to anyone, internal and external to PagerDuty. Our approach to fostering belonging across global teams has not only led to our recognition as an inspiring workplace, but has also driven our business success. As you consider how to elevate your own workplace culture, I encourage you to focus on aligning your initiatives with your core values, creating opportunities for meaningful connections, empowering employee led groups, and recognizing those who champion your culture. Remember, this is a journey, and what works today might need to change tomorrow. Stay curious and open. This People First Summit will certainly give you some great ideas. Thanks again for having me. Hope you enjoy the rest of the summit.